Hi, welcome back to Celebrating Culture. I'm here today with Mark Subervielle, who is the founder of the Muffuletta Festival in New Orleans. Mark, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Charles. Appreciate it, man. This is great.
So you've started the Muffuletta Festival, but before we go there, the history of the Muffuletta so people understand this big piece of bread.
This hubcap-sized piece of bread is one of the kind of oldest and historic, I guess, foods in New Orleans. And this is one of those original food items here in the city.
Mark, there's a lot of stories and controversy in the Italian community on the origin of Muffuletta. In fact, one of my good friends says that his great uncle married a lady named Rosalie Muffuletta who was making the bread, and that's why it was called the Muffuletta. And then when she married into the Lanassa family, the name Muffuletta disappeared. But I understand you have a story about the Ruffino family.
It started in like 1890 with the Ruffino family that made the Muffuletta. Now the Muffuletta is the bread, not necessarily the sandwich.
Decatur Street, that was Little Palermo, and you see a lot of signs that say the original Muffuletta.
That's right. And I'm glad that people do sort of claim the history of the sandwich, because if not, it could have just gone away like a lot of other things in New Orleans has done over the years.
Now you've actually got also the mini Muffulettas.
When people come in and they buy a tray of mini Muffulettas, it's like, you know, where are you going? Well, it's going to my grandma's house. It's my grandma's 90th birthday, you know, or where are these going? Well, these are going to the game, or these are going to, and the amount of them that actually travel outside the state are pretty amazing as well.
You took a business that was going on, you've expanded it, brought it back, so you have a lot more at the store. If somebody's looking for those Italian commodities, they can come here and get a lot of specialty goods.
Yes, the store has been around for about 27 years, and it was the continuation of the traditional Italian grocery stores that were all over New Orleans back in the early 1900s. And I think that they defined a lot of the New Orleans neighborhoods. And we still get it today when people come in and they say, my grandparents had a grocery store just like this. Where was it? It was on the corner of. That's what I think this store represents. And that's one of the reasons why I bought it and want to keep it going, is that it represents sort of the effort of those immigrants and all immigrants that came to the United States that put up a business or started a business and made it work and got their families through life and through school and everything else.
Your Muffuletta Festival, and you've taken it, you started in 2017. In 2018, you expanded it.
So what we're trying to do with the festival is, it is centered around the Muffuletta, but that's very symbolic of the food heritage in New Orleans, and that's kind of the purpose of it. Being able to have people explore a food product like breaking a wheel of cheese, that's exciting, because we're not only just tasting cheese and eating cheese, we're breaking open a wheel of cheese that's been cured for a very long period of time. When people experience that, they don't forget it and they appreciate food products more, you know?
You had the entertainment, you had the gift shops, you had Italian desserts, Ferraris.
Yeah, the Ferraris.
And you're next to the train tracks. I think that adds ambiance. There were a few trains that pass. You have the Bocce Club of Metairie puts on a display here.
Last year we came to the festival, it being the first, we had to come, and we had our grandson with us. He fell in love with Bocce Ball. He conned his granddad into making a Bocce Ball set for him at our house in Picayune. So when we told him we were coming to the Muffuletta Festival, he says, oh good, Bocce Ball. Here we are again. Chase enjoying bocce at the Muffuletta Festival.
I am an owner of Lozano's Glass House. We are a mom and pop and daughter shop. I am the daughter. We do traditional stained glass and we do fused glass, so everything that I bring out to the festivals is fused glass. So we do all different food ornaments. So we do muffulettas, we've done pizza, Italian ice snowballs, spaghetti and meatballs, po' boys, king cakes, red beans and rice, Hubig's pies, coffee and beignets, and snowballs.
There's a lot of culture besides just the food. It's an environment. It's a feeling. You know, people tell me when they come in the store, it's like, you know, it feels different in here. It really does. It's this intangible that you really can't get anywhere, I think, you know, and that's what we're trying to promote as well with the festival and with the store.
It's a great place to come if you don't have time to get to downtown New Orleans and you want to get some Italian food.
It's a little bit slower paced out here than the French Quarter is, and I think it just gives people time to sort of be together. The patio is always available for people to sit on, and they have a good time out here.
If someone wants to find you guys, you got a website?
Absolutely, it's Norjoe, that's NORJOE.com, and you can always call the store. It's 504-833-9240. And of course, Facebook, Instagram, we're everywhere.
Mark, thanks for being on the show, and thank you for what you're doing for the Italian community.
Absolutely, enjoying it.
All right, stay tuned, we'll be right back with more of Celebrating Culture.
And also, there's a big debate about hot or cold. All I can tell you is you don't want to get in the middle of one of those fights. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I literally almost had, we were going on the news one day before the Muffuletta Festival, and the debate came up in the hallway outside. I almost had to break two guys apart, man.
About which way to eat a muffuletta?
Yeah.
Hot or cold?
Oh man, the colds are like, they're just, you don't insult them
I
by
like them
suggesting it hot. I can tell you this, you know what it means if you're eating a muffuletta for breakfast? It means you're hungover. But,